Hi guys, at MDTV, it's Dave MadMax6 with new pro, Danny Hester.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Welcome back to the show. We just had you a couple of weeks ago, right before the National. I guess it must have brought you luck because you do have that pro card, Danny.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Everyone was saying it. I was like, hey, it's another show I'm getting ready for. You know, I mean, I was pretty confident. You know, the reaction to people, thank you. You know, people haven't seen me in a while. You know, they're really impressed. So I knew I was going to do really well going in.
Yeah, I knew too because I think after we did that interview, we started getting emails and phone calls and texts from the people. MD says, hey, I need Danny's contact information because he's one of the first guy I got to interview at the Nationals. I'm sure people started hitting you up. Did that boost your confidence a little bit more? Or?
Yeah, no, it did, and especially like even the competitors, you know, in my division backstage and in the other divisions were taking pictures of me backstage.
Really?
Yeah, which is a little.
You were the guest bowler.
Yeah, a little embarrassing, but you know, it was flattering. It was cool, you know.
Oh man.
So I don't know if that's because maybe that's the last time they're gonna see me back there or what.
Oh, this is just the beginning. I mean, it's the beginning of your pro career. How did you feel on stage? Did you feel confident? Were you tired? Tell me a little bit how you felt on the actual stage.
It was a really big show. I mean, it was a lot of competitors. It was actually the largest competition I've ever done as far as athletes.
How many?
And there was like 40 guys in every class. It was crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a lot of waiting around backstage and, you know, kind of second guessing yourself, looking at other people, and you know, it starts to mess with your head a little bit. So luckily I have the experience to kind of keep me calm, and you know, but I definitely was anxious to get out there.
Yeah.
So, you know, once I got out there, it took me a second to kind of get my head on straight.
Yeah.
You know, but it felt good, definitely. Yeah.
And then when you got off stage after the prejudging, what were the feedback from people? Did you get, wow, you got this, or what was it? What was the whole atmosphere?
Well, I mean, the way they called us out was pretty simple. I mean, yeah, I mean, out of the first call outs, they put me and the other guy right in the middle, and then they had us do like 3 poses, and they said, okay, gentlemen, you can leave the stage.
Just you two?
Just us two, yeah.
There you go.
They said we could leave the stage, not go back to the lineup. We could leave the stage. So I was
we're not
like,
calling
okay.
you again.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
you know, I knew I had it right when that happened.
That's awesome.
So it was.
So all the stress was lifted after that. It was just like, let's just get it through the night show, and that's it.
It was, but I was a little disappointed because I wanted to work a little harder. It went so fast. I was like, what?
All this for this? That's all I get?
Yeah. So
Wow.
It was good. It was awesome.
Wow. Who went over there aside from your wife to go see any friends, any people went there to see you compete?
A lot of people from Golds Gym.
Yeah?
You know, a lot of people. And then Dexter was there because, you know, he lives out there, and Jay was out there. It was a cool show.
Yeah, I heard you were at the pool with Jay the next day.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was supposed to go on a yacht and smoke cigars and drink a little, but just eating, you know, after the show, my stomach was I wasn't up for it. So, you know, me and my wife just hung out, and then we saw Jay at a cabana, and you know, he invited us in, and we just kind of chilled and watched the football game and relaxed. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was really nice afterwards, kind of getting some advice, giving him some advice, and just talking about life.
Yeah.
You know, Jay's a good guy. He's just so simple.
He doesn't talk about bodybuilding much.
No, not really.
He talks about cars and
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he was actually texting me on Sunday. He says, hey, I'm hanging out with Danny at the pool, the cabana. I'm like, man, tell him congratulations. He was so happy for you.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. You know, it was just like icing on the cake, and hang out with him afterwards, and you know, just kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
So.
I bet your wife was happy.
Yeah, she was.
What about Elvis? Is he happy?
Elvis is happy. Yeah.
Hope he's not dying soon now because he passed pro.
No. He wants me to see me on stage again at the pro show. So.
All right, so let's talk about your pro career. What's in plan for you? Have you decided yet, or?
I haven't looked at the list. My boy Stan McQuay was going to go over the list actually tonight with me.
Okay.
You know, and try to see what's available and how much time I have and stuff. So, you know, the thing is, misconception. A lot of people think I've been competing at the national level, not placing out of the top 3 for the last 20 years, but I haven't done it consecutively. That's where people get mixed up. I'll do maybe a USA and a national, and I'll wait 2 or 3 years, if that, you know, to do another show. So I lose a lot of my gains and stuff, you know, because if you want to progress in bodybuilding, you definitely have to keep going. I mean, one little year off of not bodybuilding, you slip a lot because it takes a lot. People don't realize to build that muscle. Exactly, you know, and that's the thing is I went from the USA this time and kept on and trained hard and was consistent and it paid off, and it just showed me, wow, you know, like 10, 12 pounds, and like 7 months or so, and of quality muscle, just because I was consistent and I didn't start doing other things, as far as mixed martial arts and stuff like that that I usually do, and it drops my weight. It really proved to me that I can actually do something in this pro 212 division if I just keep going. I might I don't know if I'll be competitive my first couple times, but at least I know I'll make a very good showing. And I think a lot of people are going to be impressed. Even the other athletes, I ran into when I got back last week to Jose Raymond.
Yeah.
And he was really cool. He's like, oh, don't worry about, trying to place or anything, Dan. Just go out there. People are going to appreciate your physique. Yeah. They'll be happy to see you out there. We're happy to see you out there. And then you can just work your way up and get competitive. That's what you want to do. But you definitely need to get out there and and compete.
Yeah. Well, you have one of those classical line physique that's reminiscent of the 80s and 90s, which people love so much, and you don't see that much anymore. So I think that's a strength of yours.
Yes, and they're at Gold's Gym. They're always showing on that big screen all those competitions, and it's really cool to see how much they weighed back then.
Nothing.
I know, it was amazing. I mean, Lee LeBron was like 180 something.
Isn't that crazy?
And Sean was like 206, and it was pretty cool. So it shows me. It's not about the weight, and I don't want to get caught up in that, but I definitely like the improvements I made, and it's really motivating. So I want to keep continuing and see how I can progress, and I'm very confident that people are going to get a good showing out of me in this next couple years.
You seem to have the bug again.
I do. I really do.
Right?
Yeah, because my body's
awesome.
Responding,
That's awesome.
and it's at this age I have no real injuries. If I keep, like I said, to bodybuilding, I think, if anything, it keeps me injury-free. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm not training legs as much, my knees get sore, things like that. If I'm consistent with training and don't, go too heavy and be real careful and consistent, actually I get stronger. So it's a benefit, not only, appearance-wise, but physically.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning and stuff, you feel put together.
Right.
So.
Well, man, I'm so happy you get that pro card. I had a feeling you were getting it this year, and I'm such a big fan of yours. I'm really happy for you. And then we're gonna have to get you back on the couch before your next show. So please let us know what's going on. Don't tell me the week before. We were actually lucky to get you on the couch before this show, because I had no clue until I actually saw you and just say he's got to be doing something. Get him on the couch. So please give us some feedback, and we want to follow your career, Dan. You're a great example to follow and an inspiration to many. So
thank you. And I'd like to thank MD. I mean, Steve Bleckman's been a big supporter of mine. Actually, at the USA, one thing he said to me that when I was thinking about maybe waiting a few more years or even not doing it again when I took second at the Nationals, at the USA in July, he said, Danny, you never give up, do you? And it kind of sparked a little something in me saying, you know what, I'm going to do another show. And that's when I did the Nationals,
That's awesome.
So it was, thanks to Steve, he really kind of motivated me with just that one little comment, so.
he knows what he's saying. He's smart.
Yeah, so.
Sometimes doesn't say much, but. All right, you guys. Well, this is another Muscle Beach TV interview with Danny Hester, new pro, and you need to come to the store to sign my wall also, all right, as a pro now. And then that's it. So we'll get you next time, and we're out.
What's up? This is Cedric McMillan. Now, I told you before to go to MD Supplement Store. Now you need to get down there and get all your stuff, or else.